Good evening. Do you want to know why I say there's treasures in knowing why? It's because I started back when I was a production worker and I got into the apprenticeship program. And we was at an apprenticeship class one Friday because we went to school every 2 weeks instead of going to work. Our union had its own school with their own classroom and instructors and all. So we was at school and one of the apprentices asked the instructor, said, what's the difference between us and the production workers in the shop? Said the production workers, they can weld as good as us, in fact better than us. So they can put together and build anything the journeyman and the apprentice can build and do it faster a lot of times and it looks better. He said, so what's the difference? The guy said, yeah, said the production workers are good at what they do. Said they got a place. He said the production workers know how to do and they know how to do it well. Said the journeymen and apprentices, they will know why they doing what they doing. He said the person who knows why is always going to be the person that's in control. The one that knows how is going to always be the servant. The one that knows why can and will always be the master. So I began to look at that. And I heard a story about this guy that was hired to build a secret construction. And he was paid an overwhelming, unbelievable amount of money for doing it. And he had to stay there while he was doing it. And after he got through building it, he was good at building all the trades. After he got finished, found out he was building the house itself to imprison him. So that's when I began to learn there's reasons for knowing why. People with skills, people with education, they know why. And why always gets you thinking. It always makes your mind reach farther. Not knowing why always puts a limit on you. Always puts a limit on your mind. So, if any of these different things interest you, then subscribe to my channel and subscribe and ask for some information on the mentorship program. And I tell you, me as a skilled tradesman, a master craftsman, after being taught by some of the most well-rounded, most skilled master craftsmen and journeymen, engineers, structural engineers, architects, millionaires, I've learned that my words to the carpenters or the different bricklayers, I'm a person, I believe in hustling. I believe in grabbing whatever skills you got and getting out there and trying to make a living. I'm going to tell you, my words to you all is knowing why, as far as having some kind of further education into the technical deal about what you're doing. It will show you that you can't make no shortcuts. It'll show you why. It'll teach you why you can't make shortcuts. There's no such thing as a shortcut. So my words to anyone who want to get out in the trade and hustle or start your own business is do you some further learning. Get you some books. Talk to you some master craftsmen, some engineers. Go to trade school if you can. Yeah, go to trade school. Get you some further education, and it'll benefit you. It'll benefit you, and that's why I stress a thing that I call networking, because it ain't what you know, who you know. If you know the right people, you got the right people in your network, then you cannot be a person that know why, and you can pull off jobs that no one will never know the difference, because you got the right people in your network. You got people that know why in your network. And that'll come, we'll talk about that sometime in some of the further videos.